At one point in history, we did need to reinvent the wheel. What's the value of one good idea? Be open to receiving your idea today.
I wish I would have known how little time was left.
I should have put more effort into my marriage.
I wish I had stayed in touch with my friends.
I should have told my son I loved him.
I can't believe I never did anything with my idea.
Why did I always live in fear?
I can't believe I never wrote my
I
book.
really wish I had helped more people in need.
Why did I choose to live so far below my potential?
I wasted so much time worrying about nothing.
Why did I waste so much time?
Why did I live so independent and so beautiful?
I can't believe I never made it.
At the end of your life, the things you regret most are the things left undone. As we go about our daily lives, we experience all kinds of influences from the outside world. We are inundated with countless frequencies flying through the air and invading our awareness. How can we possibly hope to counteract these influences that enter through our senses 24 hours a day? Rather than being unaware of the negative, complaining about it, or trying to fight it, why not just notice once and for all that you hold the control? The moment you declare your goal, the universe responds. You become aware of the real or imagined obstacles between you and the prize. Still more barriers to your achievement remain unseen. To overcome these barriers, a coach, someone with clear vision and your best interest at heart, can help you stretch and grow. Coaching can quell fear, calm and prepare your mind, and can hold you accountable to the growth that your goals demand. Every hurdle behind you is one more accomplishment that leaves you forever changed. Because you can't see the picture when you're in the frame, working alongside a coach helps you unlock your fullest potential. Step out, accept a guide, earn your goal.
My name is Dr. Faz, F-A-Z. I want to assist you to be famous and to be accomplished by zeroing in on achieving your goals. My diverse experience from 20 years of sales and business here in the United States, combined with my past 20 years passion for helping and adding relief and pain in people as a medical doctor, helps me to understand the direct challenges and opportunities that exist for business owners, executives, and leaders in both their personal and professional lives. I examine thoroughly, diagnose carefully personal and corporate problems, and prescribe suitable solutions. As a John Maxwell certified coach, trainer, and international inspirational speaker, I can offer you workshops, seminars, keynote speaking, and coaching, adding your personal and professional growth through the study and practical application of proven leadership methods. Working together, I'll move you and your team or organization in the desired direction to reach your goals. I'm a facilitator of mastermind studies and roundtable events. Call or email me if you would like to know more about my services or a free consultation.
Being a certified speaker, coach, and trainer for the John Maxwell team means that he is part of a team of elite coaches, teachers, speakers, and professionals taking leadership training, talent, skills, and adding value to people all over the world. Everything rises and falls on leadership.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, assalamu alaikum, namaskar, wherever you are. This is your friend, Dr. Faz, with a new episode of Live with Dr. Faz. And this show, right now, I'm doing from all the way from Pakistan, which is almost 10 o'clock in the night, and while my guest, who's sitting in America, and it's noontime there. So, what a time difference, and how small this world is. As usual, we bring you one of the best person which I feel and which I see that we can learn from. And today my guest is one of them. She's a total boss lady in the IT and coaching business in the world for since last 25 years. She's a certified coach, trainer, and speaker from John Maxwell team. But she has a passion for three different things, which I would love to describe before we get started. She likes to empowerment people to seek in the midst of their life crisis and everything, or in their chaos situations. She's develops curiosity and spirituality, and also she is a personal development mindfulness coach. Please help me welcome my dear friend, a leader, where we are going to learn a lot. Be ready with your copy and papers. Let me welcome my friend, Cheryl Cooper. Hello, Cheryl. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Dr. Foz. I'm totally stoked about being here with you, and I'm amazed that you're up at 11 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, and grateful that you have brought me here to talk with you.
No, definitely, this is our honor and privilege to learn from you. You are one of the best, and I know for a while, and I was very keen to get you on my show. And today, because I just arrived here this morning at 2 o'clock in the morning in Pakistan, and I'll be here for an entire month, and I have so many events to do. But because we had this commitment with our audiences and viewers, so we are here. Cheryl is with me, and right now today, uh, although our topic is minding your business, but before we get started, I would love to ask Cheryl, please give a little intro to the Southeast Eastern community, who you are, how you get started, you got started in this business, and what do you think? What should people do to get into this business? So let's get started. Yes, Cheryl, please, it's on you.
Thank you. So, how I got into this business is I had gone through a layoff in corporate America, and I thought I better start having a side hustle and allow it to generate additional income for me just in case we go through another wave of layoffs, right? And that was about 15 years ago. So I went and seeked
Wow.
out people to assist me with coaching, and that's when I became a certified life coach. And then a couple years later, we went through another phase. You know how we go through the ups and downs in our economy in America. I guess it's probably across the world. And I was impacted again. And that's when I joined the John Maxwell team and became a certified leadership development coach. I
Mhm.
thought it was important to have a bit more diversity in the leadership area in corporate America. And that's how I became part of the leadership team. I mean, the John Maxwell team. And I've stayed with that for the last 6 years, 6 or 7 years. Most
Wow.
recently, I've gotten my certification as a workplace
Yeah.
mindfulness facilitator. So it's just kind of an accumulation of activities based on being laid off originally and knowing that I needed to generate another source of income.
Wow. So tell me a little bit about coaching business because a lot of people they have very misunderstanding about coaching, and usually they don't understand exactly what the coaching means is, and especially when you are a business coach. So what's the difference between a coach and a business coach and a life coach? How do you explain that?
So for me, in my business coaching, I'm very strategic about communicating and teaching people how to build a business online and help them to understand the processes that are involved and answer any questions, any doubts. It's a bit of mindset as well as understanding a sales funnel, the tools to use to make you successful online, such as Kajabi. I'm a Kajabi expert, and
Hmm.
how to put together the copy and the content and everything you need to build your business online. And generally, we do those through one on one coaching sessions or through a Kajabi website design or course creation process. I will coach
Hmm.
people on how to use Kajabi and in
Hmm.
the midst of it, intertwine, business strategy and coaching in that area. Because let me say this, let me see if I could simplify that. So, as a business coach, it's about business processes as well as mindset, technology, and strategy.
Hmm. So, if somebody is a brand new, and he wants to get started in this profession, because nowadays everybody wants to be an entrepreneur, like but they don't even understand what the entrepreneurship means. But still, they want to be entrepreneur. They don't want to work for someone else. So, if somebody would like to be a coach or a trainer or a speaker like you are, so where he has to get started? What should be the starting point?
I think that you have to go and find somebody that you admire. For us,
Okay.
it was a John Maxwell. We knew when we joined the John Maxwell team, more than likely we knew a little bit about him and he represented something important to us. There are other opportunities for coaching, but I look for an example. I look for a mentor. I encourage people to look for a mentor. I call them your mentor from afar and see what they're doing and follow or kind of mimic the processes that they've gone through to determine what type of coach you want to be, as well
Mhm.
as the program that you want to join to get your certification through. Many people are just jumping in and using their own business experience or their life experiences to become
Mhm.
coaches. But I think that you need to go through some type of certification process or study. You could take a course to understand what coaching is and is not.
Mhm. So,
Right.
yeah, no, that's a very good answer. But like, is there any special uh, qualification required for it?
You can take online assessments to see if you qualify for it, but I don't think that there is a specific thing. That's what I did. I took a test, and in that test, it showed that I was qualified. I think I did a Myers Briggs or 15 personalities or something like that. And it said that I was, a good candidate for a coaching program.
Uh-huh.
And you have to have a lot of patience, knowledge. Your experience is very, very important because you're taking an opportunity to assist somebody in developing their future. So you want to be very careful about that and not just give out, any kind of information. You should be skilled at it.
Okay. And how long it takes to in the process of learning? Is there any time frame, or just it's forever?
It's forever. I
Okay.
believe it's an ongoing process because we have to deal with the trends, especially as a business coach, right? We got to stay on top of trends, understand technology, understand what is trending in the business. Is the economy being impacted? Are we starting to use new technologies, AI? How do you fold that into your business? There's so many aspects of it. But
Hmm.
to just start a business, you could go to one of the small business associations and get a mentor there, and they can get you up and running in your business. But to make
Uh-huh.
it expand and grow, you you
Mhm.
know, you do other things.
So let's get to the topic which we have for today is minding your business. What do you mean by that? Can you explain it, please?
So there, I took a combination of mindfulness as well as business, right? Because we are living in such a fast paced, chaotic world. Many
Mm-hmm.
of us are being impacted from the last 3 years. There's loneliness, there's depression, there's confusion, there's overwhelm. All of that is impacting us and therefore impacting our well being. And often we don't think about our mindset and being aware about what we're doing every day. We're just getting caught up in the overwhelm. And so when I talk about minding your business, it's also about understanding the strategies and the steps that are needed to succeed and putting together that with your mindset and mindful awareness. So, for example, a great idea for minding your business is you're in the midst of a chaotic situation, you're getting ready to do a launch, your website goes down. What do you do? Do you freak
Mm-hmm.
out and have a fit and, cuss and yell or whatever? Or do you take a moment, sit back,
Mm-hmm.
take a deep breath, let the moment be, maybe even go outside for a walk, look up, enjoy, give some gratitude, and come back and look at your process and see what's happened. Why did your website go down and fix it? But taking that moment to be mindful can help you manage your cortisol levels. I can talk to you like that, right? Your cortisol levels and possibly more
Mm-hmm.
often than not, reduce your stress and keep you healthier. So that's
Uh,
the combination of minding your business.
mhm. So, does it require to read a lot of books or studying a lot of books or something?
Mindfulness does not. Mindfulness can be very simple. It can be simple. It's really about awareness. It's about being self aware, being perceptive and curious, responding
Mhm.
instead of reacting. It's about staying focused on what's important. So, what's important to you at that moment, or your family, or things that are important to you. And then connecting deeply with others. The mindfulness that I'm really focusing on now is at the corporate level as well as the individual level. So when we're talking
Mhm.
about connecting deeply with others, if you're a coach, paying attention, not being distracted, turn this thing off, right? I'm pushing all my buttons. My phone is off during this interview. I'm being very focused and
Mhm.
aware during this conversation and connecting
Mhm.
deeply with people. And the same is true in the corporate environment. If you go into a meeting with somebody, turn your phone
Mhm.
down, turn off the ringer, and give them focused awareness. It's things like that. It seems so simple, and we've kind of lost the art of connecting with one another due to the way that
Mhm.
life is sped up. So it's about readjusting and becoming a lot more mindful. And
Wow.
no,
And
sorry, to answer your question, no, it does not take a book to do that. You can do it just simply by focused awareness, taking times for yourself to breathe, things of that nature.
awesome. I get all the time this question, Cheryl. What's the difference between mentoring, counseling, and coaching? These three different things, and people get confused among each other. So, can you just tell for our viewers what's the difference between a counseling and mentoring versus coaching?
So, for coaching, we're going to ask you a bunch of questions that are going to encourage you to have thoughts. And the information that you bring up will be the information that you can use for your business. We may give you some hints and but generally everything that we do is through a coaching process, I mean a question and answer process, right?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
then for counseling, they're going to really dig into your mental state of how things are going with you and take it more from a mental perspective, I want to say, your mental health perspective, and encourage you through that for counseling. And then for mentoring
Mm-hmm.
will help you. We'll tell you exactly what to do, how to get things done, and based on our experience, feed into you so that you can accomplish your success.
Awesome. We have a few questions from our viewers. There's a question from Mr. Muhammad Arif. How is the emotional intelligence helpful in the coaching business?
It's highly helpful because if you can follow your emotional intelligence and the people that you're working with, you can read them, you can understand what their needs are, and then pour into them the information that's needed to help them succeed. I'm not an emotional intelligence specialist, but we do have some people in our community that are.
Yes, but definitely. But you don't have to have that skill. As long as you have it, it's very beneficial. But you don't need to because obviously uh, you can develop those skills automatically by doing this stuff,
Yeah.
and you
And
get
there's
better.
plenty of, I'm sorry, Dr. Foz.
No, no, go ahead.
There's plenty of content out there that you can read on emotional intelligence. It's a huge, trend or business strategy that you can um, implement in your business as a coach to assist
Okay.
others in succeeding.
We have another question, and it's for a total boss lady, Cheryl
Uh,
Cooper. So you are the only one who can answer. How's it different to coach IT people? Is there any specific thing to be focused on?
oh my goodness, I love that question, Sajid. It is very different. In the corporate workplace, coaching IT individuals, it's a strategy. It's a lot of strategy to bring people from understanding things from a techie perspective into a leadership perspective often. And also it's a lot more technical, right? It's
Uh,
about helping people get outside of their mind and into a bit more of their emotions and how we can succeed in IT, right? It's a lot more strategy is the best thing that I can say. And teaching people, for me in corporate America and coaching the teams offshore, um, I would have to encourage them to understand the difference between what the processes were in the United States versus the way that we were interacting offshore. And then with different clients, understanding the client culture at the
mhm,
location we were at versus the culture for the offshore teams. There was a lot of integration and communication that took place there. And then I just want to say one more thing. And one of the things that I specialize in is bringing that mindful aspect into the IT teams because
oh,
we are stressed out. Projects are very stressful doing implementations, especially when we're
mm,
doing those huge worldwide implementations. We need more mindfulness in that workspace. And so
mhm.
I do that through meetings and encouraging leadership to think about cultural aspects.
Awesome. Sorry, here's another question. How can you coach someone who is already an expert in a business but is stuck somewhere?
Through conversation, through your one-on-one coaching meetings, finding out where they're stuck, and then helping them to find the solution. It's really, especially in those type of situations, it's that one-on-one coaching that will bring to light
Mm,
that aha moment. You'll have that like bang, you'll ask plenty of questions about their situation and just keep digging in and bringing forward answers and shifting and swiveling through the conversation to
mhm,
see what it is that they're really stuck in. Is it that they're stuck in their mindset? Are they stuck in developing copy for their landing pages? Are they stuck because their life is going through some types of changes that they just might need to take a rest? They might be overwhelmed. So it
mhm.
all depends on what they're stuck in, but it's really through the coaching questions and conversations.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, as a coach, definitely that's definitely a great tip for Mr. Mohammed Arif who asked that question. And I know he's a good leader and he is a very good coach too. And obviously, that's why he wanted to ask. Tell me about public speaking. How important is that for as a coach?
That's a great way for networking and getting out there and becoming known as an expert in your field. I don't do a lot of public speaking. I do more of the workshop type
Oh, okay.
activities, right? I'm working on my e-speaker, Dr. Foz, but I have not really taken a deep dive into the speaker world yet. I do a whole lot of this type of activity, interviews, podcasts with
Mhm.
others, in my leadership, as well as hosting summits.
No, no, that's definitely I take a lot of advantage out of the e-speakers. I'm very active on that, and I get a lot of leads, and I get a lot of, good networking through them. So there's another question again. IT is a fast-paced industry, especially software engineers. They have no time to even talk to coach. How can a coach engage with them to coach them?
So, Sajid, again, another great question. Part of the challenge around what we do in that IT industry is make people do things that
Mhm.
are adjustable, right? We say that we
Yeah.
cannot, but we can. We're leaders and we have the time. We can make the time. We can take the 15 minutes, just like we take those sprints to continue and complete software applications and development. We can take 15-minute sprints and have a conversation with our team to coach them on how to do XYZ. It's up to
Mhm.
us. I think that what we have to do is have a change in our cultural or in our organizational design and strategies and our culture, right? Our corporate cultures have
Mhm.
have gotten to be such a place where everything is go, 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 profit over people and all of that. We as leaders need to change the landscape of that. And it can be done in just a 5-minute conversation, 15-minute conversation, 30-minute
Mhm.
conversations, just like you prepare for the end of year personal reviews. You could do it during that time, even. But you can
Mhm.
take that 15-minute sprint and have a conversation with your team and develop them so that they can be better people in the workplace. And especially if you take the time to talk with them and give them compassion, their productivity may skyrocket just from that 15 minutes. I'm passionate about that one. Sorry to keep going on and
Mhm.
on.
No, because yeah, no, that's a very good answer. And I got another question. So let's see, which is the best coaching model? Mr. Muhammad Arif, let me give the background of him. He runs in a educational institute there in Pakistan, in the northern areas, and he is a coach and trainer. But he is right now with us and listening us and viewing us. So he asked that question, which is the best coaching model. What do you use, Cheryl, by the way? Which model you use?
I don't even remember the name of the models anymore. It's been so long since I trained on what a coaching
Yeah.
model is, but I do a lot of one-on-one coaching is my preference over group coaching, and because mine now goes along with my website design and course creation and the business models, right? So I don't unfortunately I don't have a correct answer
Mhm.
for that. Do you use a certain model, Dr. Foz?
Yeah, no, because no, no, like definitely I do. I mean, for example, I use I have three models that I follow. Number one is like a grow model, which is very common, GROW, and then Tagaro, which was Christian Simpson. I was a big
Oh,
fan of him, and he was my coach too. And then I learned a lot from Valerie, now AUA, AOOA. So these are like different techniques which they told us. I think that Mr. Arif means about those models. So that's why I was asking which model you follow. But I mean, either of them works the same way, basically. It's nothing different between it. It may be a different algorithm or something, but technically, at the bottom of the whole procedure, and at the end of the day, the results are the same.
yeah, it's
Am I
that
right?
question, right?
Mhm. Yeah. So definitely, that's the okay. So tell me a little bit about your trainings. what kind of trainings you do for like a different corporate world and different people?
So,
What are your major training?
so now I am diving more into the mindfulness workspace and doing workshops
Okay.
to facilitate in mindfulness in the corporate world. That has now become my um, my third part of my business, right? So to go into workplaces
Yes.
and teach about mindfulness, because I think that workplace mindfulness is something that is overlooked and that can be an asset to organizations in helping them to reduce stress,
Mm.
illness, and create more well-being. And on my other side, Kajabi course creation
Uh-huh.
is my other side of my business, and I teach people how to use Kajabi. I have a program called Getting
Okay.
It Done with Kajabi and show them how to
Uh-huh.
use it because so many people have bought Kajabi but not
Yes.
used it, right? So Kajabi is an
Hmm.
online, all-in-one online platform that was originally designed for people creating courses, but now it also includes website design, course creation, coaching programs, um, podcast, and much more. So I do a lot of one-on-one coaching there. Sorry.
Does it help in marketing way, or how does it help?
So marketing you have to do yourself, right? You have to create your
Okay.
own marketing content, but you
Hmm.
can use the platform to, it's a
Okay.
CRM system is inside of it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you can plug in the MLT system
Hmm.
and run it through there.
Okay. So how expensive is that platform is? How much you have to pay approximately?
Approximately 159 to $199 per month.
Wow.
Right. But the thing is, when you think about it, and people always are like, wow, once you get your content up and designed inside of Kajabi, you can have an evergreen content, right? You can create a course, it could be evergreen. You could charge $199 for that
Hmm.
course. You just have one person buy that every month, it's paid for.
Yeah.
And but you build when you build on Kajabi, you're building, a place to call home for your business. You're
Okay.
designing your website, landing pages, coaching programs, memberships, all of that.
Hmm. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, but because in Pakistan, I don't know whether it's available or not, because there are a lot of platforms which they cannot use. For example, PayPal we use in USA, but unfortunately, PayPal they cannot use here.
Can they use Stripe?
Yeah, they can use Stripe, but not the PayPal. So they have to find another substitution of that, something like that.
Yeah,
But
Stripe integrates with Kajabi. So they try to make it an international platform so that
okay,
people can use it everywhere.
okay, okay. So how long you been using that?
3 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah, I
That's
went
good.
from a WordPress site with Infusionsoft plugin, right? And then it is to that one because I was just overwhelmed with the world WordPress site, having to do all the plugins. I couldn't figure out how to change my landing pages. It was just too much. And Kajabi is
Awesome.
pretty plug and play.
Wow. So we have another question from Mr. Arif. Please explain how the mindfulness meditation is done.
So, just I'm not really clear about your question, but I'm going to take a stab at giving you
Yeah,
several answers about it because mindfulness is not meditation.
yeah.
Mindfulness is all about tuning in, staying aware, managing, but not really managing your thoughts all the time. It's about being self-aware. It's about being curious. One of the practices that you can use to do that is meditation. Because in mindfulness, you can do mindful eating, you can do mindful walks, you can do mindful conversations. So it's really a clear understanding about what mindfulness is and it is not. And it's really about focused awareness. Let me actually read you a
Hmm.
description of um, two elements. So I'm going to do this real quick and say, so there are two key elements about mindfulness. One of them
Your
is
voice is
staying.
breaking up.
Oh, my screen just broke up. Did I go away? Your screen is going away. Uh-oh. But mindfulness, there's two key
Yeah,
elements.
something, yeah, because of the network, because we are at least 10,000 miles apart from each other.
Yeah. Uh-oh. We just went down. That's kind of cool. I'm on split screens. I'll just keep talking. Mindfulness. Let's see if I could go over here. No, that's his screen. I'll go over here. Mindfulness is about being in the present moment, and it's about bringing all your mental energy into the here and now. It can be about your attitude. Mindfulness is a skill that needs to be developed, and meditation is one tool that you can use to train your brain to be mindful. Meditation is like a physical workout, like when you go to the gym and you build your muscle around, making your body better. Mindfulness is that same kind of thing for your brain so that you build upon it. And I'm thinking Dr. Foz isn't going to make it back in. Let's see. We might have lost him. There
Sorry,
you go.
yeah, that's a connection issue because we are 10,000 miles apart to each other.
Yeah. So I tried to go on. I leaned over to the left to keep me on this side.
No, no, that was a connection. Mr. Arif said, living in the present moment. Of course, yes, you have to live in the
Yes. Are you
because
asking what does that mean?
yeah, I think so. Or maybe he's giving a comment, but it's a question mark with that.
Yeah. So living in the present moment is doing exactly what you're doing now. Asking
Yes,
questions, being curious, staying focused on what this conversation is about, and asking relevant questions, not something that's, like, how is the weather today? You're actually asking us questions about what we're having a conversation on.
yes, correct. In your business, as a coach, as a trainer, as a speaker, how do you do all virtual or you go in person?
So my online course creation and Kajabi website design and all of that is all online because I'm teaching people how to do an online business. That's what that's all about.
Hmm.
And then the
Yeah.
mindfulness will be both online and in person.
Okay. So definitely, I mean, uh, there is a lot of opportunities on virtual business too, if people
Oh,
want to
yeah.
do from far distance and all that. So, how they can reach you in case if they need more information about you?
You can send an email to info at
Mm-hmm.
thecherylcooper.com. Thecherylcooper.com.
Okay.
I can't type into this, can I?
Yeah, you can. Info
The chat.
at I will do for you.
Oh, I just
Sure.
saw the chat over here. Sorry about that. I don't think I
Yeah,
can.
yeah, yeah. You can just if you can send me, and then I can uh, display on this screen right now.
I hadn't been on StreamYard in such a long time.
No, I like it because you can run few ads and all that, and especially when you do virtual stuff. Because I'm too far from USA right now, so it
Yeah.
helps. So
And
Cheryl
then you
Cooper.
can find me online at anywhere on IG, LinkedIn,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
and
So you do.
Facebook at the Cheryl Cooper.
Yeah. So you can, folks, you can see right now, Cheryl's one of the address
Uh-oh.
already displayed on that, and I'm
No,
gonna.
that's wrong, Dr. Foz.
Okay. Oh, sorry, Booper. Sorry, sorry. That's wrong. Yeah, you're right. And let me change it. Info at Cheryl Cooper.
The Cheryl Cooper.
Okay, the Cheryl.
THE, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The Cooper.com.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
Let's take a look if this is right, and otherwise.
Yes.
Okay, folks. So this is the address. You can reach out to Cheryl, or you can reach out to me, and I will pass that message to her because we are good friends and we work together, and we are part of the same John Maxwell leadership team.
Yeah.
So we always see each other and we talk to each other. And tell me, like, what other services you provide, like, so people can know you better, especially when we are talking overseas.
So, for overseas, it would probably be more along the lines of the mindfulness workshops online, business summits and coaching programs online, as well as
Hmm.
Kajabi, right? Website design and course creation.
Hmm.
And you can find out more about those services at thecherylcooper.com.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Any special message you would like to give these people from South Asian region right now? These all people are watching from South Asia, Pakistan, and Bangladesh, and other countries. What will be your message for them?
I would say practice mindfulness every day, anytime that you
Hmm.
can. Take care of your health
So,
because,
any special instruction,
yeah, take care of your health and
any
practice.
special instructions?
Sure.
Yes,
Take care
please.
of your health and practice mindfulness.
Okay.
Mindfulness can be as simple as taking a long walk, staying focused when you're in the moment,
Mm-hmm.
bringing present awareness to where you're at,
Mm-hmm.
and breathing. Breathing
Mm-hmm.
is one of the best things, and it's
Mm-hmm.
free for us to do, right? Also,
Right,
if
right.
if you can, invest in a mindfulness app and use it every day and practice. Just grow your mindfulness meditation experience because it's good for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's good for the soul.
Mm-hmm. Is there any specific time range you suggest people to spend on this every day, like consistently?
I
How
say
much time
first
they have to spend?
first thing in the morning and midday and at night before you go to sleep.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and definitely that's going to improve their entire life.
It does.
And
It makes
also,
such a I'm sorry. It makes such
yeah,
a
no,
difference. You know, I saw that the people that were asking the question appear to be in the
mm-hmm.
IT field. It makes a huge difference. We are in IT, we're
Mm-hmm.
like bang, 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 meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting. And then after work, for me, I'd still have to go out to dinner with the people that were in town, then go home and do work and try
Mm-hmm.
to unwind my mind from the day after looking at my computer for an
Mm-hmm.
additional couple of hours being in hotels, right? We have to make time for
Mm-hmm.
ourselves because nobody
Yeah.
else is going to make time for us for ourselves. There's another thing I want to share with you. There is a program that we
Awesome.
do this worldwide.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
do,
folks. Yeah, definitely. Uh, Sorry, you're a little bit, there is a interruption in the voice. I'm
yeah.
trying to
So,
understand because of maybe the network.
yeah, there's a program called Meditate.
Go ahead.
together,
Mm-hmm.
and it's offered
Mm-hmm.
by Mindful Leader.
Ah,
Mindfulleader.com. I'm
okay.
gonna go get it.
Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds and I'm gonna give this to you all. And join me. I do a 5 p.m. Eastern time meditation. I don't know if I don't
Yeah. Yeah.
that would be 6 o'clock in the morning
Mm-hmm.
there. Is that right,
Yeah.
Dr. Oz?
What did you say? I'm sorry. I couldn't understand.
What what time if it was 5 o'clock in the morning, I mean in the evening here, what time is it there? Can you hear
I'm
me?
sorry. I mean, it's a little bit. Yeah. Now I can hear you. Yes.
I'm trying to get you that. I'll share that link with you. Let me come back over here. I think I lost you because I was trying to go to a different screen. Nope, you're gone. Uh-oh, did I completely lose you?
Yes. Now, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. So, folks, because of the network, a little bit issue, because we are two apart from each other and we're talking. I just want to thank you for Cheryl for joining us, and also, folks, I promise you, as soon as I get back to the my home, which is the United States of America, I'll bring Cheryl again with me, and we are going to talk a little more about in detail. But in the meantime, if you need any help, feel free to reach out to Cheryl or myself, and I will be more than happy to assist you in that sense to get a hold of Cheryl. But Cheryl, any a couple lines again because we got a little bit interrupted about your message. So can you repeat that, please?
So I just posted inside the chat in our private chat. If you could, I don't know if you can share that or not, but
Uh,
on Wednesday evenings, I host a worldwide. It's Wednesday evenings at 5 p.m. Eastern time. I host a program called Meditate Together. It's part of the Mindful Leader. Oops.
mhm.
It's offered by Mindful Leader and it's free. So people can join if they like. I was trying to find the website and I can't get it to you. Um,
Oh, okay.
yeah, so it's part of the Mindful Leader program.
Uh,
And you can find it at
so let me.
mindfulleader.org.
So he's joined me on the Wednesday evening at 5 p.m. for a worldwide meditation program which Cheryl runs. Meditate Together, offered mindful.
It's by
Uh,
Mindful
uh,
Leader. Mindful
yeah.
Leader.
Yeah, so mindful leader. So you can join Shell, and if you need more information, please reach out to us, and we will walk you through that whole thing. Thank you very much, Cheryl, for joining me, and I apologize because of this interruption through the network, but I'm glad that it did work out still, and people learned a lot. And I promise you, folks, that I'll bring her again as soon as I get back to home, and we will be back and we will talk in detail. So thank you very much, Cheryl. I appreciate your time and definitely the information which you gave to our viewers and audiences. I hope we are going to get back to them again as soon as I get back to USA. Thank you.
I will definitely do that. So Mark Johnson is asking for the website. It's
Yes.
mindfulleader.org.
Okay. Yeah, I see, Mark. Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, definitely. Yes, I would love the site, please. Okay,
Either
definitely.
that or my
My
site is thecherylcooper.com.
awesome.
Thecherylcooper.com. Thank you,
Hey,
Dr.
she
Foz.
is the she's the total boss. Come on, guys. You know,
Thank you for
she's
having
your
me.
boss.
I'm so grateful, so grateful. I look forward to talking with you when you get back. Have a fantastic time
Yeah,
over there. Enjoy some yummy
thank
food
you.
and the people.
Thank you. Thank you. I
Thank you.
appreciate. Thank you very much. Let me end this broadcast and give me one moment. And